Hey guys, what's going on? It's Obezgaming back again with another video, and we have our first player review of FIFA 22, and it is N'Golo Kante. It's an absolutely huge pack pull, and yeah, let's hope he's as good as he is every other year on this game. So we'll have a look at his stats, see how he performs in game, and see if we can justify his price tag. At the moment, he's looking at about 400k. I'm expecting that to drop slightly, but not a lot for the first few weeks. He's going to be a very expensive player, probably up until Christmas. But looking at the card itself, on the face of it, very similar stats to previous years. He is 5'6" with medium-high work rates. He's right-footed. He has 2-star skills and 3-star weak foot. Really nice work rates for a CDM. He'll get up a little bit, but mostly he'll be working backwards, which is exactly what you want this card to do. And, you know, the weak foot at 3-star isn't ideal, but realistically, I think you're going to be doing the simple things well with this card rather than anything too complicated and going from side to side. So 3 stars enough for the short passing side of things. Looking at his stats themselves, he does have 78 pace, which on the face of it, you know, isn't loads, but as we know with this card, with the body type and with the agility, he still feels rapid normally. Hopefully it's the same this year. Shooting, we're not too bothered about. You don't want to be getting into finishing positions with Kante. You really want to be using him as an out-and-out stay-back CDM. Passing is decent enough. Short pass 82, long pass 79, 78 vision. The other 3 stats we're not too bothered about. But those are decent enough. If you wanted to boost them up, you could. But I'm going to be saying stick a shadow on this 100%. Dribbling, agility, good at 82. Balance and reactions, 92, 93. Can't ask for much more than that. Good ball control, decent dribbling, and good composure as well. You know he's just going to be so responsive with that balance and those reactions. Defending, his interceptions are exceptional at 91. Good defensive awareness, his positioning will be great, and good tackling stats as well. He's so good at just getting in front of people and intercepting with that agility and that interception stat. Physically, 97 stat. He's going to go all day long, and 93 aggression, so you know he's going to be jumping into those challenges, nicking the ball from people when you need him to. He hasn't got any traits of note, so let's just jump straight into the gameplay and see how he performs. So the first thing I noticed about this card in game, despite his medium-high work rates, he was getting forward quite a lot, so it was important that I went to tactics and set him on to stay back. Otherwise he was getting box to box quite a lot, and don't get me wrong, he does have the stamina to be able to do that, but there's no point sending him forward because his finishing is so poor that the amount of chances he wastes, you just don't want him in those positions at all. So definitely use him as a stay back CDM and encourage him to stay back with the custom tactics. Don't believe that work rates because he will just run up and down all day. But aside from that, in terms of the way he plays himself, he's absolutely superb. Exactly what you'd expect from Kante as ever. Way faster than 78 pace even without a shadow on him. He just feels absolutely rapid, so nippy both on and off the ball. In terms of dribbling at players with the ball, I was really pleasantly surprised how good he was going forward. You know, on FIFA 22 it seems that dribbling isn't quite as OP as it has been in previous years, but with the pace of Kante and how good his dribbling was, how agile he felt, it was really gliding past players, breaking up those lines and bringing the ball through the midfield really quickly and starting counter-attacks, which was really nice to see. His passing, obviously at 75, is a little bit low for a high-rated CDM like that, and it may be something you consider boosting with a chem style. But in all honesty, I didn't have a problem with it. The short passing was quick, punched in, really nice. Didn't notice any problems with it, and even some of the longer through balls I did were absolutely fine. I don't think he's the sort of player who's going to be pinging sort of elbow and triangles over the top, you know, finding players in acres of space. He's not got that sort of passing ability. But in terms of your everyday, what you'd want your CDM to do, win it and play out wide to the winger or play up to the striker's feet, he's absolutely fine for that. So I don't think it's absolutely necessary to be touching the passing with the chem style. As you can see in a couple of these clips, he did get forward quite a lot for me, as I was saying, and every time he got in front of goal, bar 1 or 2 times, he did disappoint. So the shooting does let him down, but again, he's not that sort of player. You don't want to use him for that. You want him to be a stay-back CDM, just guard the front of the defence, and he does that job just so well. There's going to be very few, if any, players on this game prior to the first promo that can do this job as well. Probably maybe even at Christmas, until there's a card that's as good as it at doing that sort of job. 90 Kimmich, the inform might be fairly similar, but obviously Kante has the links, being French and Premier League, offers you a bit more options there. And yeah, he is just absolutely superb at just nicking in front of people and stealing that ball and starting the attack. I know he's going to be extremely expensive for a lot of people, because it's not just the fact that he's going to be 300, 400k at the start of the game, more about the fact that people won't have that sort of coins at the start of the game. It's very difficult to get up there initially for a lot of players. But he's one of those ones that once you get him, you know he's going to sit in your team for months and months because he's just that good. As I said, there's going to be very few players that are going to come and uproot him from your team, because as a stayback CDM, there's really very few gold cards that are going to be better. He's one of those players that doesn't really play to his stats in the slightest, in the sense that he absolutely exceeds them. His pace, as I said, he's way faster than 78 pace, he feels. His passing was decent. I think 75 is probably about right for that. But in terms of the dribbling as well, he just glides around the pitch. I was really, really impressed with him. Defending, as you'd expect, was superb. And the stamina, again, 97 stam, just running all day long. And you just know he's going to be able to make those same runs from the first minute to the 90th minute, and gives you a bit of confidence that you can push on and leave him back to cover the defence, because he will be a good little shield for them. When you think this guy is going to strong-link Rafael Varane, it's just scary for the prospects of FUT Champs, because that is going to be such a good defence midfield partnership that you're going to see that so often. So without doubt, it is a go and buy recommendation from me, if you can afford him obviously. He's going to be well worth the coins, and I also don't see that value of him dropping drastically anytime soon in terms of the next couple of months. But nevertheless, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope it helped, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It means the world to me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, nice one guys.